Let me ask you a hard question. Are you the man at work but weak at home? You command the boardroom, you lead your team with power, you close high-stake deals like it's second nature, but behind closed doors, you're disconnected, reactive, no longer respected by your wife, ignored by your kids, and deep down, you know it. This is the identity crisis of the modern alpha male today. And if you don't face it, you'll wake up one day surrounded by everything you built, but completely hollow inside. Here's what I've seen after mentoring hundreds of powerful men. Now, most, they're living two lives. The bottom line, look, in business, you're like a machine. You build systems, you've optimized everything, and people, they look up to you. But at home, you've lost that loving feeling. You've lost that command presence. You come home late, you check out mentally, you're physically present, but emotionally, you're completely absent. And your family, they feel it from the heart. Your wife feels this emotional distance from you. Your kids don't even look at you like you're the man of the house. You feel it in the silence, the lack of respect, and that passive resentment. You're leading at work. Yes, you're doing a great job, but you're failing in your most important battlefield, the home front. Now, I want you to pay attention here. I worked with a client, a CEO pulling about $400,000 a year. His calendar was completely color-coded, everything was efficient, but his marriage was completely falling apart. His kids, they barely knew him. He told me, Rafa, I built a kingdom, but I feel like I'm a guest in my own house. That hit hard right there, because a man's leadership means absolutely nothing if he doesn't carry it everywhere. All right, but let me be clear here. All right, just because you dominate in business doesn't mean you're leading at home. And I say this so often and people don't understand that. Why? I'll tell you, because business is structured. You build systems, you measure your performance, and you hold others accountable. That's your business. But in your personal life, you have zero systems in place, absolutely no leadership rhythm, and no personal protocol. And that's the issue right there. Execution isn't about the location, it's about the identity. You're not losing at home because you don't care, you don't give a damn. You're losing because you're operating really as two different men. A CEO in one, and you're supposed to be a father and a husband in the other. Who you are at 8 p.m. should match who you are at 8 a.m. Carve that on your forehead. So in the morning when you wake up, you remember 8 a.m., 8 p.m., I should be the same man. Carry that same worth, that same leadership style into your home from your business front. Now, your wife doesn't want a perfect man. She wants a present man, a decisive man, a grounded man. She wants polarity. Look, she wants to feel like your leadership, is there. It's not like you're burnt out when you come home. And your kids, they don't care about what happened at work. They care about your tone, your consistency, your presence. And I get it, man. It's tough because if you have a hard day at work, sometimes you carry that. I told the client to start leading his family like his company. I mean, literally have a business model on both sides of the house. He began running a 15-minute family mission huddle. And that's funny, but it's the truth. They started talking about their wins, their priorities, their goals, and it brought structure. It brought connection. Now his wife told them, listen to me, for the first time that she felt that they were building something together. That meant so much. That was true leadership right there at home, to bring the family together and doing something together. I'm going to give you some ideas right now. Turn off your phone for the first hour that you enter that home. When you walk in, shut it off. Lead a weekly family meeting. Set a vision. Build alignment. Raise your standard at home. Set your own emotional tone. Now stop reacting to things that happen in your family, overreacting them, because at work, in your office, you're going to take it the leadership route. Do the same thing at home. Listen, to lead everywhere, you must become one man. One man, not one at work, not one at home, but one within yourself. That's what I call the warrior identity triad: personal, professional, and internal. Hear me out. Your physical health, having home presence, marriage and fatherhood. If your body is weak, your leadership fades. And if your wife feels alone in your mission, your mission's literally compromised. Now, I want you to also step back for a moment and start thinking about your vision at home. You have one for your business, but do you have one for your house? If you don't, you better get to work, because your family needs that. Mental clarity, emotional control, tactical reflection. No man can lead others if he hasn't mastered himself. So it's important for you to understand the flow here. Every night I ask myself, did I lead my business today? Did I lead my home today? The answer should be yes, yes, yes. You've built great success, and I tip my hat to you. But now it's time to build significance. You've mastered your industry, now master yourself. Lead your family. Forge your alignment across the battlefield. And I'll tell you what, pick one area. It doesn't matter, personal, professional, internal, and ask yourself, where are you with it? Where have you negotiated your standard? And if there's a problem there, start today. Start making the change. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being whole. Powerful men, they lead with presence. Disciplined men lead without excuses. And great men, well, they lead everywhere without switching masks. If you're ready to build structure right now, presence and power in every domain, I want you to explore my private mentorship protocol. It's not a course, it's a blueprint for elite execution. A man who leads only at work is a king with no kingdom. True power begins at home. Remember this, if you want to earn the crown, you must put in the time, you must put in the effort, but more importantly, you must be a leader in both of your battlefields, your home front and your business front. If you're connecting with this movement, I want you to smash that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, share the hell out of this content. We want more men to hear this message. That's the idea, because in the end, we want warriors to live in this world that we live in, right? Because God forbid something happens, you want strong men, not weak men. And this is what this channel is all about, forging men into warriors. So I ask you to share this content, comment below, talk about it. That'll help this channel grow. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support, and may God bless you.